I request students, if you are having any question, you can ask to Gurmit. He will definitely answer your question and he will speak about the opportunities and about opportunities in Nova Scotia, as well as what benefits government is providing if you are going to the Nova Scotia, and how is the Cape Breton University, how is the atmosphere, and how to achieve maximum by paying minimum. So now again, I request all the students, they can ask the question. If they are having question, they can raise hand and Gurmit Singh will reply to them. Also, I request all our counselors, please give priority to the student questions. And if there is no question from the student side, then you can ask questions. Counselors are also welcome to ask the question, but first priority we are giving to the student. Thank you very much. Gurmit, you are welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Please give brief about yourself and about the Nova Scotia and Cape Breton University, and then we'll start with the question answer session.
Well, I'd like to start first by thanking Kaminder sir and Kundan, to ensure that I get admission. When we actually putting up the application, I was not very confident to get my visa, and I know how much I have hassled Kundan to get through the visa, also the paperwork and all, but I really appreciate how the team has actually worked with me during the COVID times. I mean, I was probably the first batch to get victimized because of COVID, and the team actually backed us a lot. So first of all, thankful to sir to guide us and ensure we get a conference. So as I said, I'm there in Cape Breton. I'm doing post bachelor of business management, and I'm in third semester now here. I am. I'm pretty excited. It's a good place to be in. I work here in the university. I actually have two jobs. Both the jobs are there in the university. So lucky enough to do that. And it's a wonderful place. There's a lot of opportunities, and it's one of the best places to be in Canada, not just for the studies purpose only, but also to get your PR for the so Nova Scotia is a better province to be in. There are a lot of opportunities coming up. Halifax, which is the nearest city, big city, is also coming up as the biggest metro in the Canada, and I think a lot of huge investments are being made here. The Sydney is a very scenic city. It's a very beautiful place. It's in fact, I think, called as the tourist capital of America or the world. They have some name given to them, and there's a beautiful Quebec trail here. And Sydney has a lot of history of its own. When you'll come here, you'll start realizing small things of this place. It's very, very beautiful. Hi Kundan, I can see you now. Yeah. So
hi, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. And thankfully, my wife's visa is also through. So thanks to the team for that as well. Yeah. Correct. So so you can trouble them for all the work they do, rather than the other consultants who don't focus too much on paperwork, but these guys ensure that the papers is perfect. So the hats off to them. Because when you come down to here, you will also realize, which I think I realized later on, was that as a student you get two type of visa. One is S visa and one is SW1. And because we are on a co-op, we are supposed to get SW1, and I am probably the only one who got his work visa at the port of entry, because my papers were clear. And most of the students that I have with me, they don't have their work visa. That is required when you have a drop and you have a internship. You need that visa, and I'm probably the only one I know who has got that visa. And there are a couple of more, but most of the people have not got, because their consultant has not done that kind of paperwork. So that's another thing I need to thank you guys, because यहाँ आके मुझे वो hassle नहीं हुआ. I didn't have to go through that problems to apply again. So any questions you guys have, please be open to ask me. I'm here to answer.
So one question from me, Gurmit. Again, thanks for providing this context across. Okay, just wanted to quickly check with you that given the fact this Nova Scotia as a state, and sometimes what happens that we really have no idea about the college location and the proximity to the main town center, etc. Because some of the time, so one of the colleges which I have also seen in past is like 90 kilometers far away from the current so where your basics are. So I just want to check with you what is the kind of proximity of the city versus the college area. And the second thing is that when you talk about this Cape Breton as the recognition of the university in the global standards, then where do you put that put that institution as?
I can't see your name, DL, right?
No, I haven't asked my question yet. This is
Hussein.
Hussein.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Hussein. Hi.
Yeah. So great if you could say your name first, so I would know who's asking the question. So yeah, Hussein, the first question is how far. So Cape Breton is very much within the city. Commute is not a problem. I still don't have a car, so you have to go away with that myth that you need a car. Okay, I still don't have a car. I've been here almost for 8 months now, and there are bus services, and you can manage and commute with that. So because this is one priority myth people have, that the commute is problem. Yeah, it is not as frequent as in India, but it is very good, and people can survive without a car or those stuff. The university is within city. In fact, university is within the center of the city in lot many ways. It's very nicely located and is an equal distance from the Sydney, which is the bigger city. Then there's Whitney Bay, there's Glace Bay, there's a Dominion. All these small cities on their own are at a very distance, very easy distance. 15-20 minutes with the bus also you reach, and if you have car, so it is 5 minutes, 3 minutes, wherever you stay, maximum it will be 10 to 15 minutes with the car drive also. So well connected. The second thing you asked me is that how is it rated? I mean, let's be honest, it's not Harvard, but then it's not charging you also like Harvard, and it's a very good institute, and the atmosphere is amazing, the professors are good. You have to hustle a bit to get certain things here, but it's a good university, and Cape Breton is a very old university. It's I mean, the Boardmore. I work with the Boardmore Theatre, and we just recently celebrated 50 years of Boardmore Theatre. So that old is this university, and it's pretty respected, and there are also a lot of opportunities keep coming. So if the question is that how much opportunities you will get from this university, it is up to you how much opportunities you will get, because it's not India where the campus placement structure is there, but they will keep providing you a lot of platforms to get opportunities that you keep getting here. I hope I have answered that, Hussein, for you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Gurmit. And just a follow-up question to that. See, so the majority of the people on this group are actually working professionals, and kind of we have crossed the age of getting the kind of a PR.
What's your age, Hussein? Let me ask you, what is your age?
39. Yeah.
Okay, good. We are in the same boat.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've personally gone through that process of seeking the PR, etc., and somewhere it's not getting through, right? So now the question is basically that when we at this age group get into this like a student category, then leaving the your professional life of working for such a long time, right, and working at a position, and you leave things and then you go to that new country. So what kind of prospects do we see in terms of the kind of domain we're looking for? For example, my domain is primarily banking sector, right? Now coming to the city of Nova Scotia, okay, do we see those opportunities there?
See, there are. Okay, sorry. Please complete.
Yeah. So so my question is that do we see the opportunities on the financial sector side? Because I've kind of noticed that there are some of the employment sectors which predominantly relates to the nursing or doctor, specific to the qualification, so kind of professionals, to be very precise. So if you're not professionally qualified, right, do we see those opportunities in those cities?
See, as I said, the opportunities are there. I have a colleague of mine, classmate of mine, in fact, who's already as a student got job in RBC. He's got the job in Halifax, RBC, as a part-time. He in India was working with Axis Bank. That helped him to get the job. So jobs keep on coming up. As I said, there are a lot of jobs. I would also share a screenshot with Kamendra sir, and let me see if I can just share my mail or something. I'll just show you we've recently got a mail about a meeting of RBC, which is going to happen in the university, which is about a training of the job opportunities. Yeah, so can I share my screen? Is that fine?
Yes, you can share your screen, no problem.
Yeah, okay, good.
Also, I request everybody, if you can put on your webcam, that will be better.
Yeah,
so that we
so
can.
I'll just share it for a split second because it's a mail from the university. Yeah. I hope you can see this now.
Yes, it's
Hussein? Yes. Yeah, you can see. Okay, so representing RBC, we have Ryan.
Yeah, I can see.
And this guy. So it's in front of you. There is RBC is going to be there in my university on 17th of March.
Okay.
Understood. Okay. Yeah. But that doesn't mean I'm going to get that opportunity. I have to hunt for that opportunity and I have to fight for it, like hundreds of more. But they keep providing you the platform.
Absolutely, can provide you platform, but nobody's giving you a platter. So I think probably we have to get through that. But so the whole idea of asking the question is basically if these opportunities are there.
Yeah, the opportunity. The second question I think you would have about your getting job as a student. So you have to understand, as a student, you would have to work maybe in a Walmart, maybe a restaurant, or maybe somewhere, and there are enough jobs. So you will not be, taken as a manager or general manager or something from the day one. You have to build yourself up over a period of 2 to 3 years. And Canada as a culture has immense respect on the work you do rather than the rank you have. So this is something you will realize over a period of time when you are here. And if you and probably you will earn more doing a labor job than you would earn here, as a professional. Trust me, I was very shocked. My colleague, she's a double MBA or something from here, and she's still working. Her husband was a welder, and he's retired with full benefits. So Canada really respects if you work as a skilled person. That's the first thing. Second thing, you have to understand that you and me and people like us who are non-technical also compete with a lot of other things, but there are a lot of opportunities. It is, again, as I said, it's on individual how you hunt, and it is beautiful. Opportunities are there. As I said, my friend has already got a job in RBC. I have a senior who's got. I am myself trying for a bank job. I have just discussed a few days back with Kamendra sir because I needed some help from him. So there are opportunities. It is again up to you how much you will explore. And in fact, the Indian banks like ICICI is here, Bank of Baroda is here, and they also try and look to hire people.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Gurmit. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. No problem.
May I go next?
I would like to ask a question.
Yeah, yes, sure.
Hi.
Hi.
Actually, I want to know, like you are telling about the student culture. So how it is exactly? It is a friendly, because as after so long gap, we are again going to college, and is there any bullying system or like how? Sometimes there will be conservatives, and this how will be the university culture?
Yeah. So see, unfortunately, my entire course almost has been in lockdown. So I really didn't get opportunity to get versed with the student culture, but my limited interaction has been very exciting, And as I said, they don't judge you on your age. They don't judge you on what you've done. They judge you on your present, and they're so welcoming, it's a beautiful. I mean, when you start walking around in the city, every person that crosses you will smile at you. So that's something, I was like, when I came here for the first time, I said, like, what he's doing, why the hell they're smiling at me, So a couple of times I was to feel weird, is my turban right or something wrong with me? But then I slowly started to realize it's their culture. and they're very welcoming, as the Canadians. And it's an Indian college. Don't worry, you'll be all with all Indians. You hardly find Canadians here. Canadians don't study. That's why we come here and study. But in my
student help,
sorry.
is there any student help?
There is immense help. See what kind of help you want. They have tutors for you. They have people who will help you to support. There is a student union which helps you a lot. They also provide food if you want. They also provide work for they also help you to get your house. So everything is there. If you go to their website, there are a lot of help, and it's amazing how much they go and extend their help. And most of them people who work or the volunteers are there are Indian, so they understand our problems and challenges.
And one more question I want to ask. The semester is there. There is a restriction. While semester you should have 20 hours per week, something like that. Then in the there will be break, summer break. That time you can do the full-time job. So we should do the same province, or we can move also, and we can do other states also. Like how it should be.
See now there is something called AIP, which is a very strong program for us to get PR. Unfortunately, I was not here for the much of the time, so we are still debating whether people like us will be able to be eligible for it or not. You have to spend 16 months in the province to be eligible for it. So everyone would we suggest us to be here for 16 months, so that first 16 months aap nikal lo, and then you try to move out of for the drop or something, so that you stay eligible for AIP program. The benefit of the AIP program is that once you complete your graduation, the next day you become eligible for PR.
Okay.
And if you don't spend 16,
you should have 1 year.
No. So that's what I'm saying. If you're studied in Nova Scotia and spent 16 months here, once you complete your graduation, you become next day eligible for AIP, provided you have an employer. If you have not done here 16 months, then you have to work with some employer for 1 year, and then you get eligible. So it's better to get your 16 months done first, right? And then think about other things. That's the first question. And first answer. And secondly, I'll say that in the drop, you get immense opportunities within Nova Scotia also. So you don't have to really go out. I have friends, again, it depends on individual choice, how much and what they want to work. I have friends who are working here and they have recovered their 2 years fees completely by working. But then it is up to you how much you work and what you want to work, It's completely. I didn't want to go and work in the kitchen because I'm a vegetarian. I was letting uncomfortable to work. But people who work there, they're making good money. They get good tips. I mean, certain days they get tips up to $100 a day. I've seen that, and certain days not. But it is good, and it's again as on the individuals. There are a lot of delivery jobs here, so a lot of stuff to make money.
For delivery jobs and all, we should know the car driving, or we should.
Yes, obviously car driving. Yeah.
Car driving is important.
Yeah.
And one more thing, like this.
Sure, no problem.
Yes, I want to know, like part-time job will be restriction, like there will be time duration. So anyone can do like daily, Saturday, Sunday, as a 20 hours per week. So we can do.
It's up to you. My lectures are only 1 day. I have all 6 days free. Okay. So it is up to me whether I want to work for 6 days. I want to chill on my bed. I want to watch TV. I want to travel out. It is up to me how I manage. Second is, I would suggest for all of you to try for university jobs, because the university jobs doesn't get counted in your 20 hours.
Okay.
So university mein aap agar 20 घंटे 30 घंटे bhi kaam kar sakte, and apart from that you have to work 20 hours. So that's another benefit. So try and work for university jobs.
But what kind of jobs will be there in the university actually?
What kind of job you can do
in the university?
Like, what kind of jobs you can do? I said
admin job I can do.
There are admin jobs.
Librarian I can do.
There are librarian jobs for students. Right from working in a restaurant to working as a president, there are all jobs there for students. It is up to you what you can do and how you hustle yourself to get them.
What about the lecturers and professors are this one helping in nature or?
Yeah, they are. I mean, I have not still till now found problem with any professors. And they are not like how you find it in India. To be very honest, they understand and they're very cooperative on this. So they understand that, and even if you disagree with a professor, they don't take it to their heart and let it reflect on your answer papers.
And one more thing I came to know when Miss, you had to do for English, you had to enroll yourself for English spoken English classes, something like that, as soon as you are getting admissions when college is started.
No. That you have to do is that if you're not able to score good in IELTS, and then they have a separate program that you have to take admission in that program. But that is like if you do not know English at all, and then you get eligible to do a degree there. But when you do your IELTS and you come there, you don't have to do any such course.
Just one more student from Cape Breton University, Pooja Buradkar, she joined us. Welcome, Pooja. Pooja, are you there? Yeah, Pooja is also there. So now you can ask question to Gurmit as well as Pooja. So Pooja, can you please share your experience? How is the Cape Breton University and people over there?
Yes. So first of all, thank you so much, Kamendra sir and Ricky sir. How are you? It's all because of you. Where are you?
I'm here. It's good to see you after a long time.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Good. How are you keeping good?
You have changed a lot. Your face has changed a lot. New look.
Yeah. It's been of course. It's been 2 years now, right? So of course. So I have Hussein and Daisy with me right now. Daisy, if you can ask a question, I guess you have several questions.
Yes,
so Pooja is
I
our
do.
student. Pooja used to visit my center in Powai.
Okay.
And then again, she was looking for a PR. Indeed, she got the score as well. But because of the age thing, things were not working for her. Again, she had several relatives in the Canada in the different provinces, and she wanted to make it through. And then I've been facilitated her with the help of Kamendra, and now she is well placed in Cape Breton. So you can please go ahead with your question now.
Sure. Thank you so much. So I think some of the questions that I had have already been addressed by both Hussein and Sarita because they were similar. The other question that I have is, are there any local schools around? Because if someone is traveling with a child, of course, that education is also something one needs to keep in mind. So what are those options in and around the university area?
Yes, actually, here in Cape Breton, there are many students who have came, with their kids. So I have one of my friend, which is in my same course, business management. So, there are various options like public and private, both schools are there in, Nova Scotia, especially in Sydney, Cape Breton area. So for public held at school, the education is free. So when they came, she visited various schools over here, and she got admission in one of the public school. So her son is enjoying a lot. Schools are very good here.
And
so
what about
just opt for a public school, because private schools are very expensive here.
Got it. And what about accommodation? I mean, there is accommodation on campus and off campus, I understand. Off campus obviously would be more economical compared to the university accommodation. So do we get accommodation easily, or is that a challenge once you reach there?
Yeah, we can get it easily because there are various, groups related to this Cape Breton area, like room rentals groups and all on WhatsApp. If you have any problem with your, rental kind of things, accommodation, do let me know. I'll help you out here. There are various options here.
Understood.
Accommodation. No worries at all.
And one last question from me. What is the cost of living there as a student?
Basically, as a student, we have an opportunity to do 20 hours part-time job per week. So if, as per my calculation, like for a month, the expenses is like, $600 to $700 per month. And we earn like, up to $1,000 So we can save, like, like I am saving a little dollars right now, because 600, 700 we used to, invest in accommodation, foods and all. No doubt in Sydney, like in Cape Breton area, like grocery is little much expensive here as compared to big cities. But still we, like, you all can manage. Like I was very afraid before, coming here, but now I am feeling like, that Cape Breton University is an Indian university. Like 80% Indians are studying, and almost like 20% are here, like citizens. So we are getting a lot of help from our Indians, so don't worry.
So when
And
you
I'm
say
enjoying here.
Yeah.
so when you say
Plus,
600 to 700, we are talking about very basic living within parameters and nothing extravagant.
that would be a
No.
lavish life. Trust. Your rooms would go to $300, $400.
Yeah.
Your room will not. If you're taking an independent room which you don't want to share, it will go to 400, maybe max $500, depending on how near or far you're staying. And your groceries will not cost you more than $100, $150. Again, as I said, it depends on how lavishly you are staying. You want to buy a car, then your insurance gets added up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Plus, you forget the fact that you also get the GIC. So a lot of people survive on GIC also. I mean, it's very easy to survive. As I said, it's up to you how much you want to spend and live lavish life.
Yeah, actually, GIC also helped us a lot in the initial days. But trust me, like, if you're non-vegetarian, then it's okay. But for vegetarian, there are very less options here.
Yeah.
So you
Little
need to
chef
cook.
is there.
What does GIC stand for?
It's a general investment something. It's an investment thing. I
Certificate.
think because for your PR, for your admission and visa, you have to
It
pay
is
that.
a guaranteed investment certificate. Student need to
guaranteed
transfer
investment.
to the Scotia Bank, and that is block account type. So you cannot withdraw entire amount in one go. You can withdraw about 800 per month. So that is your money, and they will return. And one more thing, Pooja, your spouse also got visa approved.
Yeah.
Dependent visa.
Congratulations to you,
Congrats to
first
you.
of all. Today only, he called me that he got a visa.
Yeah.
So like I'm very happy, and trust me, in Nova Scotia, like in Sydney, Cape Breton, no one got a spouse visa, and now they are jealous of me.
Oh.
So Kamendra, you have two of your students, both of them got this spouse visa.
Yes.
And trust me, I'll agree to Pooja. I know how many people are waiting, and they're like, and I keep telling them that it's the paperwork that matters, and this is what Kundan does.
Even some people stop talking to me, like what like, and I have given your number also. Like just contact them.
Yeah, I can completely agree, Pooja. I mean, we've not met, but yeah.
So just one more question that I have is, if you want to come back in your break, for example, after 6 months or so, you want to come back to India and maybe take your family along. Is that a possibility, or does that become like too much to handle?
See, if you want to go back, it's up to you. In the drop, you can do anything you want to. I went during my break to US now. I was in US for a month. So it's up to you wherever you want to go and whenever you want to come. And as far as your family is, like, if they have visa, no one in the world can stop them to enter. All they have to do is enter Canada, right? So that's pretty cool. No problems there.
So that's on tourist visa, I believe, that they will.
No, she's on work visa. So you get a dependent visa for your spouse, and that's a work visa actually, and they can work anywhere in Canada.
Okay.
So Canada is the only country where a dependent can work from the day one.
And what about children? If a child has to accompany you, then it becomes more like a tourist visa, is what I understand.
Yeah, if it's a non-studying kid, then it is a tourist visa. But if it's a studying kid, then it is a student visa for them also. You have to apply, which you get.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So correct me if I'm wrong on visa, because you guys are expert. This is what I've understood here.
You're right. Yes, Jayesh bhai, you have some question.
Yeah, sir. Hi, Gurmit. Jayesh here from Vileparle branch.
Hi, Jayesh.
I thank you for all the important information you and Pooja are giving us. It is really valuable to let our students know what they should do. And first of all, thanks a lot for that. Okay. Gurmit, I heard that you said something about S and SW1 visa, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. And you also said that all the paperwork were very neat, clean, and you got the job instantaneously, very fast.
No, I said I got my work visa at the port of entry.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, yeah, I correct that. That you got your work visa immediately. So, what exactly should I suggest the students that what type of paper they should keep clear? So they are also, because the students are coming to.
You need to ask Kundan.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Because I know once I got so frustrated at him and I called up Kaminder sir ki sir ye kya laga rakha hai? I am fed up. And then Kaminder sir like his take, yeah, aap chinta na kare, sab ho jayega.
Correct. No. Then once he said it is a Brahma Vakya. उन्होंने बोल दिया बात बराबर है.
But and when you come here and you see people struggling to get their work visa, and I have people who have got in my contact who have not even got their visa for the entire tenure because of something was missed. Okay, so I really respect Kundan to and I'm a very tough case, I'm not an easy case.
I can understand.
So I'll really respect him for that, to Kundan, and and they know how many people have referred to them, for it. And it is, every time I tell them one thing, it is just, you can apply visa on your own, but you cannot verify your paperwork on your own.
Understood.
You need an expert to ensure that.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you, Gurmit, on that inputs. I'll definitely speak to Kundan sir on that. Okay. One more query what I have, that you said after 16 months continuously study in the university and student can apply for PR.
No, sir. I said once your course is done, there is something called AIP program in Atlantic, which was a pilot program. Now it is finalized. It is made permanent. So that says that you have to do your 16 months of study in an Atlantic province.
Okay.
And after completing your study, you get eligible for PR from the day one. You don't have to wait for, otherwise to get in AIP, you have to work for 1 year. My roommate here was lucky enough to do that. He completed his study and he had a job in hand, and he's applied for AI under AI. That time it was called AIPP, and he's got his his PR in 6 months.
Okay.
But you have to be in a NOCB job and under a employer who's registered under AIP.
Okay, understood that. What you said. Thank you, Gurmit. Thank you very much. Yeah, Pooja, one question for you. Congratulations that your spouse got a dependent visa.
Thank you so much.
You are lucky enough, because there are many waiting in queue to get through.
Here there are many students who have applied in 2020 or in the starting of 2021. Still they are not getting a spouse visa.
Right.
Correct.
So now here I am promoting IEPL.
So nice of you. So nice of you, Pooja. God bless. Right.
Thank you.
So one of the students is expected to come to your university in this September. He's having his ex-wife and his daughter. She's there. Daughter is quite young, around 6 years now, I guess. So they are also coming, intend to come in the month of September. So do they can get a visiting visa? They should go for to come to Canada, or can apply for dependent? What is your suggestion?
I guess better apply for dependent from India, because if they will come on tourist or visitor visa, then it will be difficult for them to convert from visitor to dependent visa here, because they are taking a lot of time to process the file, because there are 2 to 3 cases like I've been gone through here. They are still struggling, so it's better to apply a dependent visa from India only.
Okay. Thank you very much for important input.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pooja.
I just have one more question from both of you. Coming from India, where you have a tropical climate, and moving into a different weather altogether. How does that work?
Initially, we were very excited with the snowfall, and now we are fed up with the snowfall.
It's actually, if you as I said earlier also, it doesn't actually because it's in a it's a heated, all the houses are heated and all, it doesn't really matter. The snow will only trouble you with how much amount of time you spend out. Because you come down to you come down to your work, you go and you're in house, you have your stuff, maybe cook food and stuff like that and all. So it doesn't really troubled me so far. The snow has not troubled me. A certain time it becomes hectic, but it's like how you are troubled by Mumbai rain certain days, right? So if you are a Mumbaikar, you should not have a trouble.
I
You
am a
just replace
Mumbaikar.
just replace the snow with
Same
the
here.
rains, yeah, and then it is all fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mumbai rains have far more trouble than the snow here. मतलब यहाँ पे snow
Yes.
होगा रात को, it will be heavy snow in the night, and the morning you'll wake up, the roads are clean.
बट यार मैंने एक्सपेक्ट ये किया था कि सिडनी में ना मुझे कभी ऐसे रेन एकदम दिखने, मतलब मुझे नहीं दिखेगी, ऐसा मुझे लगा कि स्नोफॉल होगा, बट यहाँ के लिटरली मुझे ना वो मुंबई वाला फीलिंग आने लग गया कि ओ शिट, यहाँ पे भी बारिश वैसे ही होती है.
So I'm sure because the weather changes, people do fall ill and etc. So there is enough medical help around in and around the area, given that
so here
we
medical
moved there for the first time.
So medical here happens in two levels. One is that there's a regional hospital, you have to go there, and certain times the queue is more because it's a free and they have a first come first serve basis. The second format is that which a lot of my friends around us done. There are some physicians here. You can visit to these physicians and they are covered by our insurance. All you have to do is that you have to take an appointment from the physician, call up the insurance that the university is providing and tell them that, I'm going to go and it's covered. It's completely covered. You don't have to pay a single penny. You are covered by the, if I'm not wrong, the insurance cover amount is, I think, around $1 million or $1 million or $2 million or $5 million, I think, by the university, which is, and it covers world over except for our home country.
Understood. Got it.
And one more thing, what we have paid for GuardMe insurance, it will help you out. Trust me, for 1 year, like that $750 is worth, because I have gone through that learning driver's examination, and I don't know, my eyes was good in India, but I don't know what happened here, and they prescribed me for that eye examination. So here for this GuardMe insurance, we can claim. So I got $100 refund from $120. I paid $120 and $100 got refunded. So I got happy now. So GuardMe insurance worked a lot here, at least for 1 year.
Only it doesn't cover dental, so ensure that you get your dental check.
No, it covers dental.
There's only
$700.
It is only $700. I've been through that.
Yeah, but one of my friends did root
getting
canal.
It done, so
yeah, but he did a root canal for $400. So straight away $400 he claimed.
So it is only 700 is the total limit in dental that covers.
Yes.
So better to get your dentals done and all and come back.
Yes.
But otherwise, everything else is pretty cool, pretty happy. I think there are certain struggles and certain challenges, but it is lesser than what you face in India, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much. That's informative.
Yeah. Okay, Daisy. Thanks, Daisy. So I have a question.
Yeah.
I wanted to know exactly in the case of spouses, as a student, of course, will go first, and then do we have to apply for a spousal visa afterwards? After how long? Or can we do it immediately while student visa is getting filed? I mean, what would be?
Sir, again, on this, I would say I went with what Kaminder and Kundan suggested me. I know people here who have, I know people here who have applied their spousal visa with their student visa application also, and I know who have done it separately also. And I really do not know the mathematics of this because I see very weird IRCC and approvals and things. So whatever Kundan told me, whatever Kaminder sir told me, I kept doing. In fact, I'll be very honest, I kind of had a little bit of an argument when I was applying for my wife's visa, and I didn't apply it. Kaminder forced me to apply it.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did that today. Because I don't know if you remember, Kundan, we were talking and I was like, मुझे करना है नहीं करना, मेरा वही चल रहा था full-time discussion. And I was wondering whether I should do it from US. And then Kaminder called me up, we are applying. You have no say in that, and we are doing it. And I said, okay, sir, kar do. And I'm glad I did that.
Yes, of course. I mean, considering the situations right now, because they're taking more than 3 months for the visa approval.
Sir,
IRCC.
2 years, 1.5 to 2 years. People's course has finished, but they've not got their visas.
Okay.
Spousal visas. I mean, I'm being very honest. So, and as I said, I didn't know that there's one more candidate because यहाँ पे कुछ दिन से मैं छाती चौड़ी करके घूम रहा हूँ कि मेरी wife का visa आ गया. So now I know someone else also whose spouse visa has come.
Right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for your information. Anyone has any question? Daisy, Hussein, anyone wanted to ask any question? Please, you're most welcome.
Yeah. So, sir, one final question from my side in terms of the academics expenditures, like for example, the fees and all, fees inclusive of the insurance and everything what you guys have mentioned. What would be the approximate cost that we need to keep in mind?
Sorry to interject, Hussein. That information will be given to you by Jayesh.
Okay.
So he will send you an email. I'll just share your email ID with him. He'll get you all the details. Or we probably can have a word with Kamendra sir later on. We'll sort it out because that's the budget.
If you're okay, I can still answer that.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So even if you have $1,000 to $2,000 with you is enough to come down to. I mean, that's the question, right? How much cash you need to get to?
No. He's talking about the overall budget in terms of his study cost and GIC and everything.
Okay. Yeah. So your cost of living is covered in your GIC. Even if you want to, again, I said it depends on how lavishly you want to. This question was asked and said how lavishly you want to live. I have a friend who spends $1,000 to $1,500 a month. He has that much money, so he spends. He wanted to buy an Audi. He bought an Audi. Now he's paying insurance on that, and he can survive. And as I said, I don't have a car, and I've been surviving here with traveling by bus, and I have still no problem.
Okay. Sure. Kamendra sir, please go ahead.
Actually, I want to ask a question to Pooja.
Yes, please.
And as a girl, how safe you are finding the new place? Because already Nova Scotia is isolated place, no one will be there. And as a girl safety point of view, like how you feel, how you will suggest?
By the grace of God or what, luckily I got a very good surrounding here. So I don't feel, like any loneliness or not, because people here are very much good, and they are very supportive and helpful. And if you want any help, do let me know. Just get a contact number from Jayesh sir. I'll help you out. So don't worry.
Yeah, even my contact number, Kamendra, you can share with them. We have no problem to help. I think.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, and you will not have any challenges.
Very safe. Yeah, place is very safe.
Yeah. It's just that you have to understand. In fact, from a safety point of view, say you'll go here. Girls are driving taxis. Their girls are driving buses also, and every odd jobs. And I find here girls far more active than the guys. And it's amazing. I don't see that much of challenges that you think you have all on your mind. And Nova Scotia is not isolated. It is full of Indians.
Yes.
Yeah.
80% Indian community is here. So don't worry.
Just 5 more years, the mayor of the city is going to be an Indian.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hi, thank you, Pooja and Gurmit. Thank you for sharing your experiences. And hi, Gurmit. Good to see you here. And I had no clue that you're also doing the same course. So good to know that. I have a contact now to travel for all my queries. So most of my questions are already been addressed by you all. But one thing I'm more concerned about is, now this question is more about the visa. So my visa is not yet through, and my course starts in May. So I need to know, like, when are we expected to arrive Canada? Like, how many days prior to the course begins? And what if our visas are delayed?
See, till our time, it was happening online, so we could do. Now the online study has gone away, so you have to be present here in person. So if you have not got your visa, you have to take a drop and then move to September. That's the unfortunately only thing. During our time, we were lucky that even if we have not got our visas, we could do our studies and wait. It will still not impact my PGWP. And the second thing is that I'm sorry, I forgot. You had 2 questions, right? One was on the and when you have to arrive. You have to arrive 20 days before your start of course, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
No worries.
I would ask you, like, is there any specification this spring you should opt, or summer? Is there any advantage? Like which duration we should opt? Like January?
I'll tell you the possibilities on all. If you start in September, your course ends in 20 months. If you apply for Jan and May, your course goes for 24 months. May is divided into 5 terms. Jan is divided into 4 terms. So it's up to you how you want to do.
Yes.
So anybody is having any question?
Sir, I have.
Yes, please.
I'm planning to move with my kid, and I just wanted to understand, public school is one part. Second is she would have to be kept at the daycare. So how are the facilities, and what would be the cost if you guys are aware or any of your friends are doing it?
A university has a daycare, which is at no cost.
Oh, it's at no cost.
No cost if you're going to university. And rest is that, see, certain things you have to do permutation and combination. Like I have a friend, she leaves her kid with another Indian lady who's not working. So permutation and combinations you have to do and check. I do not know the cost. I mean, maybe Pooja knows the cost of daycare, but I have friends who have kids, but they're managing but leaving their kid with the other friend or something like that, and doing it.
Yeah, even I'm not sure about the fees and all, because there are, we are living on a sharing basis. So like, we take care. If she is in the university, we are here to look. So it's manageable now. So I have no idea. So really sorry.
Your
for
kid
that.
will be a rock star, because you live with 3-4 people, so everyone would want a kid around, So
Yeah.
they become very happy if there is a kid around.
Yeah, and as compared to India, studies are very easy. Like
Yeah.
in India, studies are very hard. Here, the other activities and cultural activities, sports activities, there are a lot of activities other than studies in all the schools.
Yeah.
So you need not to worry.
So,
Okay, thank you so much.
So finally, so Pooja and Gurmit, about the visas thing, right? So you get so courses around for 24 months. I can consider as 2 years, or 20 or 24 months, and then what's the duration of the visa you hold at this moment, and what is the next step with respect to the PR?
Hussein, for what happens that you get the visa for the duration of your course, and certain cases they give, I don't know, 1 or 2 months extra. As for the PR, it goes that, see, first you have to complete your studies. After that, you get a work visa. And so there are different PR plans around here. One, which I was mentioning, is AIP. Then AIP happens at 2 levels. One is if you are studied locally, you will get eligible from the day one of your course completion. Any employer can apply for it. And the other is that if you don't spend 60 months and you work for someone for 1 year, and then they will apply. There is call center. There's a Sydney call center. Concentrix is here, which does AIP. A couple of my friends are studying there. They do. Then there is a Sydney call center. They don't do AIP, but they have one particular project with them, which is a NOCB project, and a couple of my friends are working there as well. There are friends who have been driven taxis and got their PRs done through the taxi companies. They're working with dynasties here. So you have to do a lot of permutation and combination, Hussein. Nothing is going to be served to you on platter here. You have to hustle to get things here. That is the only thing.
Yes, and there are a lot of options. Like AIPP is not the option. After entering to Canada, we have a lot of option. Like other than AIPP, we have an option of PNP as well as federal. Because which way anyways we are studying here, so automatically our points will get increased because we are studying in Canada. So please don't depend on AIPP, because there are employers who support AIPP program, but not all employers are supporting. So majority of the employers comes under the restaurants. So almost all restaurants, are supporting the AIPP program right now. But we can't depend on AIPP, because in AIPP also NOC B level job is mandatory. We can't do NOC C level job in AIPP program. So there are a lot of options we need to explore after coming here.
Yeah, and now they are about to launch MNP also, which is a municipal nomination program.
Yes,
let's see when it comes up. So if that happens, then you further get eligible. There is some just discussion happening that they're going to even go ahead and encourage the graduates to stay back in Sydney, and they will be compensated in some manner, whether it will be monetary or other things. And they're going to help them get their PRs if they, pledge to stay in Sydney. So there are a lot of plans going to come out here. Depending on your, all I'll say is that PR, you take your own call. Don't go with my words or someone else's word. Take your own call, calculate your CRS, and take. That's a journey you have to do yourself.
Yeah, of course.
It will be discussed every day. It will be discussed every day here by everyone, but it's a journey that you have to do it on your own.
Sorry to add on this one right now, Hussein. This is, I would rather recommend this. We have been dealing with a lot of people actually trying to get a PR from India. Especially my trainees were from the same background where they have to get those CLB 10 or CLB 9 scores.
Yeah.
So what my observation is that once you get into Canada, you would have more options. Things will be sorted.
And
of course,
PR is closed right now from out of Canada. Applications are put on hold.
Express entries are all on hold right now. Yes.
Yeah.
So the invite
I think
was coming.
They're going to continue next year also is the news.
Correct,
I do not know how much of it is true, but that is what I've heard from a friend.
Invites were coming only on a PNP, but those were in the very limited numbers.
Yeah.
And I guess the experience class, the experience as in when somebody is in Canada and working over there would have an.
Then there is something called TR to PR also. Like I have 5 roommates. One of my roommates has applied in TR to PR.
Right.
So that's again another program. So there are a lot of programs and schemes, and Canadians want you to stay because they don't want to work. So they want you here. So reason they want us here to come and study is they don't study. They want people to come here and study, and they are paid by government. They don't do anything. So we are here to make money more than them. We are here to stay. So we'll get PR.
See the morale. What I feel is that just to get the legal entry in Canada, because there are thousands of ways you can be stuck over there. It's just that how would you get it legally? Because if you want to go with an express entry, there is no option. PNP, rare chances. So people at this age, of course, the mature students.
Just if I can share this,
we have to target for.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to cut you. I just share this. Just popped up my hand. There's a friend of mine who's just studying and he's got his PR after entering the Canada. Okay, because his education and all was hitting, and he just happened to get. He's moving. He's now not going to complete his course and is moving to Montreal.
Right.
So once you enter, then there are ways.
One more thing I would like to add here. Everybody who is going to the Canada willing to have a PR. All right. The final destination is to get a PR from Canada. All right. And then citizenship of the Canada. Now see, staying in India, applying offshore and getting PR or waiting for PR is very difficult. Once you go there, definitely there are number of ways. And if you meet me, I will explain you how you can score the points and how many ways are there to get permanent residency in Canada. But from India, it's really difficult. Once you go on the study basis over there, once you complete the study, it will add point into that. Once you get job offer later, it will add point into your PR points. So it will become very easy to you to get a PR. And don't worry, till the time you want, we will be there with you. So not to worry about getting PR or getting job or getting accommodation or getting dependent visa or schooling of the kids. All right. So be in touch and definitely we will help you for everything.
Yeah.
So initial first step, beginning is very important. So first of all, you have to take a first step. Don't dream that directly you will jump on the top. So beginning is important. First step is very important in the life, and where we can help you, and then simultaneously you can reach to any of the altitude where you want to go. All right.
Yes. The last thing before I let it off.
Can I?
Guys, Sorry, Gurmit.
Sorry.
So just to add,
can I add few things on the work front here? Because that's a question nobody asked, and I just want to address this. Few tips I want to give which I didn't know earlier. Number one, so there are a lot of WhatsApp groups are formed of the courses beforehand, and you will be part of those WhatsApp groups. Get active in those WhatsApp groups. Get noticed. It will help. If you have your colleagues who are asking, from various places, you will have, and if they have queries, try and help them. Try and answer them. You will always get noticed. It helps. I was active in those groups when I came. It helped me. I got my room, accommodation based on my interactions there. And I had my first job offer based. I almost had a job if I wanted. once before I landed here, just because I was talking to someone, he got job and he said he's saved a job for me. Try and apply for university jobs. Try and apply for student union. So there's an election happens, and student union is a paid job. It's not a free job. So you get paid around $24,000 to $25,000 a year, and it also helps you to get networked well. Then apply for universities. I've been working for university. I've been lucky, as I said earlier. I've got 2 jobs in university, and it is all about how much you try and get there. University jobs are the best jobs to do. It helps you academically also. It helps you in networking also. I am today in touch with a lot of people from alumni and other sectors. He has been trying to get a job for me and connecting me to people with. So you have to get involved. That's most important. Act involved and engage with the university activities, which is very, very important. Walmarts and all jobs you will get any day. That are not challenges. Get inside university. That is going to help a lot.
Of the day. I've got many guys actually at your age, 38, 39, who managed to got those CLB 10 fantastic scores, but not able to get into Canada. Again, you may have to, just see your budget and everything. So there are a lot of homework you guys have to do before you make a decision. So Hussein and Daisy, if you have any question, fine. And then I'm just handing over to Kamendra, sir.
No, I don't have any further questions.
Okay.
Sir, nothing for me. Thank you.
I want to ask a question.
Yes, please.
Pattern, like how it should be fully, how will be the exam pattern, examination, university?
Right now I'm giving online exams, so actually it is not that tough, but unfortunately when you will come, it will be paper exam. So you have to maybe write, or it's going to be multiple objectives. I really do not know. But everything happened online.
Assessment, then presentation, then final exam, all put together, or it will be like final exam marks?
No, it is all put together. It gets divided into to certain set of things. And like 3 of my subjects, I didn't had an exam only. It was completely on my internals and all.
Yeah, I think you will get better idea if you go through the university website. Evaluation methods are given, explain over there.
Yeah.
So for different courses, the evaluation method is different.
Yeah.
So better you just select your course, go and read. Some literature is given, and that will be helpful to you. So I think all the questions are answered very well. Thank you, Gurmit, and thank you, Pooja, for being with us and guiding the students.
Thank you, sir.
People, those are willing to come and join you in the Canada. So definitely you will be like say guide to them because you are senior over there. So I hope you will cooperate to them and you will support to them for getting like accommodation and job, daycare, schooling of the students and all. So
yes, definitely.
Like how Gurmit said, yes, you have to do your own. So you have to keep in the mind, definitely for the supports, the people are there, but yes, you have to work hard, and there is no red carpet anymore. All right. So you have to create that for yourself. All right. With this quote, I'm thanking both of you, and thank you for joining today. And we have meetings, similar kind of meeting later on as well. Thanks a lot. So with the permission of all of you, I'm going to end this meeting now. Thanks a lot.